Hi everyone, I am Rob Schmidt, and I apologize for the production quality, but Gavin Newsom has made this too easy when he recently tweeted out that Indiana is worse than California, along with Texas and Florida. Say, I grew up in Indiana, northern Indiana. I'm a graduate of Purdue University, and I lived in Indianapolis for 3 years before moving out to Los Angeles at age 27. I'm now 55. Last November of 2021, went back to northern Indiana for a few days to visit my mother. I know Indiana. Let me start out with all the homeless tents that are scattered throughout California. I didn't see any homeless tents in Indiana. Flew into Indianapolis, drove a couple of hours to my mother in northern Indiana. I didn't see any homeless tents. You can't avoid them in California. And I'd like to ask Gavin Newsom, how many homeless tents are in front of your house? How many homeless people are sleeping in front of your house? Which brings me to the crime rate. In California, we have so many smash and grabs, it's off the charts. Recently, a George Soros-funded woke DA in San Francisco, the city that Gavin Newsom ran into the ground when he was a mayor for a couple of terms, was recently recalled. See, in Indiana, a lot of people have firearms. It's not uncommon for people in Indiana to have gun racks in the back of their trucks. Not, very similar to Texas. Growing up, I saw a lot of people with firearms. It's not uncommon for people to go deer hunting. There are not a lot of smash and grabs in Indiana because if you do, you get your head blown off. Which brings me to the economy. Indianapolis, I could only stay one day in the Motel 6 because they had conventions going on. No signs of COVID-19 whatsoever. California remains in a state of emergency until February of 2023. And lastly, for now, the cost of living. When I moved out to Los Angeles at age 27, the rent in California at least 3 times higher than what it is in Indiana. And on this one, do I really need to even bother doing any research? The cost of living in Indiana compared to California? OMG. Let's not even talk about Silicon Valley and San Francisco where the prices are skyrocketing. So, Gavin Newsom, how exactly is Indiana worse than California again? I mean, business regulations, there were conventions going on in Indianapolis. I couldn't stay in the Motel 6 the next day. So please, how exactly is Indiana worse than California? Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to hear your thoughts on this one, so please share your thoughts with me in the YouTube message center because I'm going to post it there as well. And may God be with you all.